So before we start, I'll introduce our friends, the instruments here. We have an instrument you may not be familiar with. Some of you will. You've been to our concerts before. Charlotte's got a big one. This is a medium-sized one. It's called a viola da gamba. It's called viola da gamba because it's played down on the legs. Where Charlotte is, even the small ones, as opposed to the violins, which are the viola da braccio, which means the arm. They have frets and 6 strings, very much like a cross between a guitar and a cello. So they have a soft sound. This was the instrument of the 16th and 17th century. It's like the equivalent of what the piano was during the 19th and 20th centuries, and the guitar at the end of the 20th century. Any household would have at least one, and probably 6 of the viola da gamba. That was called the chest of viols. We have recorders, which you all know, because you all learned how to play them in the 2nd grade. But we got some big ones here, so we have all 4 different sizes. There's actually more than that we played 4. You'll hear those on a couple of pieces. Violins were in existence during the Renaissance. They were the saxophones of the day. Nobody liked them very much. They weren't very nice. You really shouldn't have played them inside. And sometimes well. Nobody for the busking instrument, the street instrument. But they did play and were friendly with violas da gamba from time to time, so we like to include them in our concerts too. It's always fun. We have a special instrument here, similar to a Renaissance instrument. It's a harp, but it's a Mexican harp called the Jalisco harp, and it comes from the state of Jalisco. That's why it's called the Jalisco harp. But you can notice it's a folk harp, but it stands on the floor, and the sound post is very short. The front post is very, very short, not the big tall one like you see on a concert harp. And it has a lovely sound, a sound similar to a Renaissance harp. And since we're going to be doing a couple pieces of this Latin American Renaissance music, it's going to fit in really nicely. And then we have Dulcian. Look at that. This is an early bassoon. Dulcian means sweet, so I guess they never heard it.
That's Renaissance for kazoo.
It's Renaissance for kazoo. But you can notice again, like on the harp, he's not missing a piece. It just doesn't have that last little that gives you the really low notes for the bassoon. But this is a bass instrument. And this also came in a family, and there's all different sizes of them. We could have a consort of Dulcians, but thankfully people don't do that. We have drum horns to make that, but we don't have any drum horns for this. Then we have the standard keyboard instrument of the Renaissance. Well, there's 2, of course. There's the organ. We're not going to play organ today, simply because it's too hard to coordinate between up here and back there. We have the harpsichord. This one's called a spinet harpsichord because it's not full size from the strings, but it turns sideways, like on a spinet piano. So it's a small one. It's also called the virginals. It was called virginals because they would come in one box with 2 keyboards, and you could take them out. And so it was a pair of virginals in this one box, and people would play duets on the 2 virginals. So those are, I think that's it. We've got a variety of percussion. Oh, and we have, you'll hear it, a bombo, which is a South American